Alrighty guys, welcome to the finale of Trails Beyond the Horizon. Last episode we finished up all of the optional content and achievements we get done on a first playthrough, as well as witnessing every single connection event up to this point, including some ones such as Shizuna basically becoming one with the dark energy in her sword, as well as one where we got to work with Ren to actually find out a gift left by the Ouroboros member Blue Blanc. But guys, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and finish this game up. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. Right here at the charging station, there is literally one last thing for us to do. Interim report. You get 1 SP for releasing an orbital lock. You get 9 SP for clearing the Grim Garten. That is 4 for completing the 9th domain, as well as an additional 5 for getting the S rank on it. And 3 for that final challenge battle, meaning we have a total of 403 SP. If you have done that, then at this point, you have done everything in the game properly. I'm going to make one last save now that we've done that. And let's get to it, guys. Let's go ahead and travel back to the underground. And let's go to, I believe it was the level 3 entrance. And here we go. Head to where the president awaits. Last thing I want to point out before I walk forward, because I did do this between episodes, make sure your entire main cast of characters is equipped. All of them want gear. I actually don't know about Agnes. She's here, so I'll go ahead and prioritize magic. I don't think she matters. Same with the orbments. Make sure they all have orbments. Again, I don't think Agnes is going to be involved here. We'll do this just in case. But make sure they're all prepped and ready to go. In traditional Trails fashion, pretty much every character is going to be fighting in a fight here. So, let's do it.
Agnes. But why? On top of that...
Oh, did I turn my... I just want to make sure before I do anything else. Yeah, everything's back to normal. Okay.
I'm still bothered by whatever Grammy's up to.
Whatever the truth behind the space program is, it's something we can no longer ignore.
Everything that's going to happen from here on, it's important that you guys learn it on your own.
Yeah. Even if my own brother stands in our way, I need to know now.
Right. And whatever we find out will help Agnes too.
Hey, boss man. You better give her one hell of a talking to
All
once
right,
this is all
then.
done.
You're damn right I will. But first things first, we gotta have a chat with Mr. President.
There will be no turning back from here. We'd best be sure we're fully prepared.
Good job doing my job, Air Guard. This is your final save point.
needs a
If you have
break,
anything
here's
else
the
to do,
place.
do it now. We're prepped and ready to go, so let's do this.
You've come, ladies and gentlemen of Arkride Solutions.
With Beauty's blade, the divine blade of silver, and the former Kitty and Roaring Lion in tow at that.
It stands to reason that you've defeated both Hercules and Mirabelle, having made it this far.
Yeah, we're here to take you up on your invitation. Not just to learn what my part-timer's deal is, but also to expose this overblown project of yours from top to bottom, President Gramhart.
We're finally down to less than 15 minutes before launch! You won't want to look away for even a second, folks!
Citizens of Calvert. No, viewers all across Zemuria. Please join us in witnessing this momentous feat for the ages.
Huh? It's on yes.
Oh, so it is. And wasn't that Dominique with her?
Why are they heading to the tower now of all times? It's not even supposed to be open today. Otherwise, the observation deck would have been my first choice of where to come clean to Yume.
Hey, Mommy? Maxim?
Say no more, sweetie. Let's go and ask if they'd like to join us.
Right.
Hold on a second! If we do that, we'll miss the launch!
Come on, we gotta hurry! We can't ignore on Yes on our birthday!
I don't like that. I do not like that Yume is chasing after them. Oh, God.
Now commencing final sequence. All systems green for Prometheus 4.
Subhatches 1 through 8 on standby. Answerers also on standby.
Roger that. Come in, Major Amelia Haring. Comms will be closed until terminal countdown. May the goddess be with you.
May the goddess be with you! Glory to the Republic!
And hope for Zemuria. Be back soon, Mission Control. Papa?
I told you not to call me. Oh, never mind. Go get him, Amelia.
We now come to you live from the hot springs paradise of Longlai, not far from Zeku Space Base.
As you can see, crowds from all over are here to see for themselves this historic triumph.
Historic triumph. Oh, how much less this would weigh on me if that's all it was.
It's true that this will mark the very first time Zemuria has seen a human make it to outer space.
But there's another, more critical layer that overshadows that accomplishment, isn't there?
Enough to make you scrounge up those dirtbags over there for some extra muscle.
Well, that's a fine how do you do.
Though we can hardly fault the hostility.
Wait, where'd they come from?
The both of them ought to have left this world after the death game in Arasion.
Oh, curb the shock and awe. Marduk and the presidential office struck a deal on what to do with us is all. And just like that, we were handed off to Marduk.
Ours was an exceptional case made in the name of raising Project Leviton's success rate by a mere 0.03%. As for how we stand here before you, well, let us just say it is in the same manner as your service concierge.
Huh. So that's the story.
Could it be that the life support pod I once occupied was deployed to Arasion? That would allow you to be suspended in a state before brain death, then resuscitated in an artificial body much like my own.
I see. So what appeared at the Genesis Tower were actually summoned souls, made corporeal. But upon the eradication of their transitory forms, each soul returned to the respective brain with which it was linked.
Qasim, is this really how low you're all willing to sink?
Do not judge this from a warrior's perspective, Farida. In this time of heavenly upheaval, we did nothing more than bring together the pieces necessary to guarantee security.
Further, granting special provisions to these two was deemed far more preferable to Gerard Dantes and Melchior. Of course, both are fitted with an insurance policy of sorts, should either attempt to betray or escape us.
Remotely detonated explosive collars?
You actually developed something that gruesome?
I can see why you'd feel the need. Though those looks in their eyes say it won't be necessary.
A rather charitable assumption.
Our necks are in the noose here, Precious. You won't hear a peep from us. So go on. Chat your hearts out.
Real convincing, but fine.
We've got more important topics to get to anyway.
Well, let's have you start from the top. Tell us all about this Project Leviton, Mr. President.
Certainly. I summoned you here to do just that. We do have some luxury of time, courtesy of the Genesis. Whatever questions you have, I'll answer as best I can. But first, let me make clear that I'm no one of significance. Sheena Dirk, Claude Epstein, Latoya Hamilton. Compared to them, or even my wife Sophie and mother-in-law Lilia, I'm just an average soldier who rose to the political stage. But nevertheless, as one who knows the truth of this world, as a citizen of not only Calvard, but Zemuria itself, as a husband, a son-in-law, and above all else, a father, I have a duty to stop the Cradle of Time from continuing to imprison our world as it has.
Our world is imprisoned?
Cradle of Time?
As I thought.
Consider the vestiges and E-factor contamination events that occurred in recent days. They can be thought of as fluctuations that emerged in response to the prospect of the Cradle's destruction. You might even call them aftershocks from the past and future, so to speak, albeit ones incapable of interfering with our designs.
What in the hell are you getting at?
It's just as that apostle. Or rather, as Melchior told us in Anchorville.
That it could all be spun as protecting Zemuria, you mean?
From destruction by entropy, from catastrophes on the scale of the Great Collapse. And this protection is made possible by means of of a safety device. It's a force more relentless than the sealed space or the vanished mirage. And more absolute than the steel wrought from fire and earth's fateful clash. Yet, there are those who do not believe that to be so. One such person being this country's president, Roy Gramhart. Evidently, his plan is well laid. Even the head of the society is willing to let it run its course, I hear.
Well now, I'm not sure whether to feel honored or ashamed receiving recognition from someone even a terrorist would call deviant. But my, how time flies. To think that this is already 3 years in the making.
More specifically, it was immediately following President Gramhart's electoral victory 3 years ago that Project Leviathan began. Its primary objective, put simply, is the destruction of the entity barring the world of Zemuria from its future. At the time, it was still 1 month prior to the Battle of Jormungand. The plan was shared only with Air Force General Haring and a select few members of the CID. Though initially received with partial skepticism, preparations and inquiries continued in secret behind the war's curtain. From there, be it the truth of what the Institute had disguised as outer space, Marduk's classified data, or intel from the Church, Society, and so on, evidence that substantiates the President's hypothesis began steadily amassing.
Said hypothesis is that within that false outer space lies one of the septarians bestowed by the goddess. That the treasure itself is keeping this world we call Zemuria sealed away while influencing the thoughts of those who live here. And last but not least, that it is evaluating this world by unknown criteria. Then rewinding to the start of the same 1200-year cycle.
Bullshit. No way that holds water.
Yet all these factions, from the Church to the Society, they're acting on the premise that this will happen?
Perhaps this is the Church's eschaton and the Society's eternal recurrence, as well as the Heaven's Turn the Sword Hermit mentioned.
Whether it's real is another question, but all those terms definitely seem to be pointing toward the same thing.
Well, Ikaruga's the one working with them. How have you not heard this stuff by now?
Like I said before, even we were only let in on a fraction of the project. But the Heaven's Turn does come up in an Ikarugan folktale. In order to prevent it, we accepted their contract. That's the difference between us and those who know the crux of things like Marduk. And I do mean both of you.
aptly discerned.
The jig is up, General Manager. Your little voyeurism got caught in the act.
Tut-tut. I prefer to think of myself more as an observer, thank you very much.
Mr. Thorndyke.
Miss Twinings, I trust your temporary assignment is going smoothly. Do feel at liberty to continue it without reservation. Now then, if you will permit me to elaborate. Marduk has indeed been aware of and speculating over this for some time now. I refer, of course, to the spatio-temporal rollback induced by the Septarian of Time, the Grand Reset. To dispel some mystique, our risk management AI was originally devised in aims of forestalling this very event. However, from Liberl to Crossbell to Erebonia, such incidents as the Retributive Tower were followed by accelerated increases in the possibility of its occurrence. Yet, curiously enough, its likelihood seemed to lessen for a time during the Battle of Jormungand against the Empire. Ascendancy over Zemuria and the subjugation of its people under the reign of the Septarian of Steel. Rather ironic that this undesirable aim actually led to the process of rewinding the world, what we call the Grand Reset, being deferred. Incidentally, as has been pointed out, the Church and the Society have been working independently to address this eventuality. However, there are others who you could say have taken preparatory measures of a more concrete persuasion. Professor Epstein, for instance, progenitor of Orbal civilization and creator of the Genesis. As well as his disciple, Professor Latoya Hamilton, who created remarkable substitutes for those same devices. And let us not forget the inaugural Grimcat, Madame Dominique Lanster, or Lilia Claudel, formerly Epstein. Perhaps one might even count President Graham Hart's departed wife Sophie and daughter Agnes among them.
Thank you, Mr. Thorndyke. But I believe that's quite enough supplementary exposition.
Forgive me. It would seem I have overstepped my bounds.
Whether it's the Church, the Society, or Professors Epstein or Hamilton, we understand that their plans to address this crisis are based on the assumption that it's inevitable. But as the President of the Republic of Calvert, the foremost country in Zemuria, I cannot quietly sit and accept that. Having decided that, I went ahead with my own plans, which at this moment are near completion.
If I may interrupt, these plans naturally involve some level of risk, no?
But of course, I have no intention of denying that. Our target is currently in a state of pre-activational dormancy in outer space, far above Calvardian skies. We predict it will react to our attack with some kind of defense mechanism, albeit nothing too much for Major Amelia's assault frame and expertise. Even if it were to launch an assault on the surface, our air fleets and armored aviation division should be up to the task.
Additionally, out of consideration for casualties outside the Republic, we have already notified all other foreign administrations covertly. Marduk's risk management AI assessment currently places the odds at 7-2 in Calvert's, and by extension, the entire human race's favor. A 70% chance of project success against a 20% chance of failure, with the remaining 10% mathematically impossible to determine.
An unseemly shortcoming on our part, leaving even that much room for error is simply disgraceful. I believe a slightly more accurate figure could be derived, however, with some cooperation from the, shall we say, more conscious mayor.
You're the last person I want to hear talking about her like she's some kind of tool.
Still, isn't all that just the picture of arrogance? Even if the scales are slightly tipped our way, you're still betting the fate of all humanity on a high-stakes gamble. What right does the head of a single nation have to make such a far-reaching decision?
Even so, there's not much time remaining. If we do nothing, it appears the reset will still happen in late August of this year.
Precisely when the sun, moon, and Septian planets will be in conjunction. Such is also spoken of in Krugan folklore, though perhaps it was relayed to Hamilton's pupils as well.
Oh yeah, that was in the chants passed down by our people.
So the assignments Gran gave me, Essie, and Yang, they were all in anticipation of this?
That just leaves the question of how you even know about this. My money says it has something to do with Agnes's mom and grandma.
You'd win that wager. Each of them carried out their role as a successor to Professor Epstein's last wishes. Their reasoning for going through with it was noble. But still, I couldn't accept it. Hence why I called Agnes to the capital and kept her in confinement. Though, admittedly, temporarily borrowing the power of her inheritance over there was additional motivation.
While it isn't quite their intended application, they do appear to improve the AI's assessment accuracy. This seems an ideal arrangement for you as well, seeing as it prevents the young lady from using them recklessly.
Renee.
Gotta admit, this all seems way too big for one small-time odd-jobber from Edith. Still, I've got 3 bones to pick here. First off, Agnes and the rest of us busted our asses finally getting those Genesis together. You using them after the fact without our say-so doesn't sit right. So we'll just be taking them back.
Yeah! What you're doing isn't any different from the Garden Master!
And having some grand cause, no matter how noble, doesn't earn you a free pass.
Second, Professor Hamilton, Ouroboros, and the Church might be fine playing the waiting game on your plans. But kicking back and letting it slide without cross-checking all the mind-blowers you've dropped ain't the way we roll. And since it sounds like my own baggage is involved, I'm gonna keep on nosing in till I'm good and satisfied.
Same here. I'll find out the facts. Not just about what Gran's thinking, but this too.
As will I, on the Guild's behalf. Particularly when it impacts the future of each and every person on the continent.
That just leaves the third and most important point. We promised Humes a party for today's birthday girl. And that's non-negotiable. I'll really be in for it on the off chance I can't follow her request through. That 4 SPG rounds out the list of every reason we need to put a minor delay on your timeline. No biggie though, right? We're talking a manned flight into outer space here. A little setback or two just comes with the uncharted territory.
Rather than losing an opportunity, perhaps you could regard this as a chance to gain collaborators.
Yeah, given your approval rating, smoothing it over with the public would be a cinch.
You truly are an intriguing one, Spriggan. As are all your assistants. Part of me hoped that all these aggressive moves I've made would draw someone out. Someone who had a better way forward.
T-minus 6 minutes until launch, Mr. President. The final phase is on track to begin. Should you wish to order a non-emergency hold, please do so before the countdown reaches 0.
Boy, oh boy. Looks like things are really hitting the fan over there. We've all got jobs to take care of. So if you want to push ours back, it's no skin off my nose.
Mind your words now, Major.
I'm afraid we can't risk letting this chance slip. Kincaid. Marduk Security Division.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Our final contract must be fulfilled. Oh, luminous flame.
Fully unleashing your namesake Hamsin from the outset, are we?
And on more than just himself, it seems.
You really do know how to light a fire in me. And this high-performance blaster should stand in nicely for my needle gun.
You'll forgive us the apparent act of foul play, given our disparity in numbers. After so long away from the battlefield, I aim to savor every seething moment.
You're going down!
We'll surpass my brother, and the rest of you too!
When was it I last faced off against you two? The school sports day that one fall?
Yes. At the final buzzer, we ended up just a few points short.
But this time, it's us who are coming out ahead. Renee?
Guess I'll go along for the ride myself. There's no better way to see what lies down the road.
I accept your challenge, Divine Blade of Ruin. With that, prepare to be intercepted.
And here we go.
Boy,
A fight against the strongest in the continent, Qasim, Viola, and Alexander, who were very minor antagonists from back in Daybreak 1, as well as Kincaid. Now let's do this. As we're going through here, I can quickly mention the Septarians that we heard about. The Septarians were essentially a group of things. I mean, that honestly is like the best way to describe it. They were a group of like powerful beings or things that the goddess left behind in order to do very specific things. They are incredibly important for just the lore of the game. Every arc follows a certain Septarian, being the Septarian of Mirage, I believe, back in Crossbell, Septarian of Fire and Earth, which ends up becoming the Septarian of Steel in the Cold Steel games, and the Septarian of Space, I think, in the let's spare the nightmare, in the Liberal games. So very important just characters in general, very important things to the series. So I don't really know who I want to focus here first. A Howling Blaster will be nice, and then a Limited Blaster on everybody, I guess. This should be pretty solid. Now, they all can S-Break, I believe, so we just got to be a little bit careful. We get our Cetus Phantasma off, which is nice. Okay, Ren's just going to do the same thing again, another Cetus Phantasma. And then with Shizuna, I mean, it's Shizuna, guys, right? Like, let's just do this. Let's attack once. Then let's attack the other guy.
Use every tool at your disposal.
And then on our next turn, that's fine, Qasim can do what he needs to do here. We're going to go ahead and use a Nilmoon Gleam. And I'm actually a little worried here, so let's go ahead and get a Shield Surge up. And then let's Nilmoon Gleam, hitting everybody. The reason I'm worried is because, okay, we're still fine. I didn't want an S-Break to come through. Let's go Resonant Glow. We only need to do this once, so we'll just Resonant Glow one time. And then we can attack. We'll partner with Shizuna to hit Alexander here. There's the S-Break. We'll watch it, because it is a new S-Break here. I mean, we saw it back in Daybreak 1, I'm sure, but haven't seen it in our Let's Play series, so. That's fine. Shizuna eats that. Good counter, too. We get our Cetus Phantasma off, which is amazing. We got a stun on somebody. Oh, looks like we drop her without even having to worry about her S-Break, which is awesome. Kincaid might get one here. Yeah, is it just as usual one? Yeah, lethal operation. We've seen this before. Ooh, Elaine is getting hit pretty hard here. I'm actually a little concerned of Qasim. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we drop Alexander as well. But I am still a little bit concerned. Let's get a turbo code going. And then let's get a Aura Breath hitting everybody here. Just get a little bit of heals back. Perfect. That is totally fine. Because Van's close, he's going to be blocking everybody as long as it's not AoE attacks. Oh, well, this is going to be bad. Yeah, there goes Elaine. I was a little worried about that. Oh, and Ren. Oh, that's bad. I should have had a defense one up. Yeah, you can see we're in a infinite loop now, too. Dude, how did I just get infinite? I haven't had a chance! Let me play the game! Why does it always do that, man? Shoot. Reviving Bomb. Van. And then Shield Surge.
Appreciate that.
And then Spirit Unification.
When we win this,
Nil Moon Gleam.
what your true motives are.
I know you're impressive. But one of them.
How do you... No, I need to focus on getting...
So you've outdone me.
Yeah, there goes Kincaid. I mean, we just have to worry about getting everybody up, man. Slowly, unfortunately. And then... Shield Surge. Do I have anything better? I mean, Gordita's Guard is good, but I have to heal, too. We could probably use Mirage Guard just to be a little bit safer. And then attack normally. Yeah, unfortunately, we just got the, like... He's gonna attack 3 times here. We just got the unfortunate, like, triple combo where we didn't really stand a chance. Yeah, he just went 4 times in a row. 5 times in a row. 6 times in a row. He attacked 6 times in a row, guys. I don't know what it wants me to do about that, but that's a little ridiculous. I mean, I have to play this as Shizuna now. I can't really afford to get anybody up, I don't think. I think I just have to hope Shizuna's good enough. And I know she is, but it's still just like... It's a tough spot we're in, guys. Tough spot. I think now I can afford to get Van up.
Thanks, pal. Still got more.
And then Spirit Unification. And then Mirage Guard. We get a combo here. And then Van. I mean, like I said, we have to just focus on keeping Shizuna in this, unfortunately. I think even Van is a lost cause at this point, which is a little unfortunate. Let's go. All stats decreased. And then hit again. Okay, here we go. He's about to combo off again. I don't think Van survives this. We got him up just to get that EX chain off. Yeah, unfortunate. Chino's a monster, though, dude. This is ridiculous. I should not be alive right now. Decreases the stats again. There we go. That's a win with just Shizuna at pretty much max HP. She is an absolute unit.
One step closer to reaching my peak.
Well fought. But you've seen nothing yet.
An even bigger boost?
So he's got more left to give? Color me impressed.
We can still keep up, though, as long as we do it together.
Yeah. If it's a throwdown he wants, then let's kick him to the curb and back!
Don't go forgetting who you are, Renee Kincaid. You'd always have a scheme brewing for every situation. So what's our prick of a student council prez doing rolling over on someone else's command? You ain't off the hook either, Roy Gramhart. The reason you scheduled the launch for today was so it'd line up with Agnes's birthday, wasn't it? If that ain't the mark of a doting dad, I don't know what is. This whole project's about putting your daughter before everyone else, right? Then why didn't you tell her a damn thing about it? Only family you two got is each other. Is it that hard to just lay your cards on the table?
It's not too late. The both of you can still talk this over. And as far as you're concerned, Renee, I feel just the same as Van. The you that we know so well would never go to such lengths out of the goodness of his heart.
Rather unflattering words, those. That said, what do either of you truly know about me?
Counting down to liftoff. 20, 19,
Unfortunately,
17, 16,
the die has already been cast.
14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7,
With this,
6,
Project
5,
Leviton's final
4,
phase
3,
is now in
2,
motion.
1. Lift off.
Training with Marduk and Ikaruga sure paid off. Just like they said. This is what happens when a human like me observes it.
Excalibur sensors temporarily obstructed. Exactly as we anticipated.
Initiating Zypha link with Prometheus 4. Prioritize satellite to Excalibur synchronization.
Have that spoofed footage at the ready, too. Conducting rapid deployment of plans A through F.
Major Amelia, do you read? Major Amelia Haring, please respond.
This is Major Amelia Haring of the Aerospace Force, patching in from the Excalibur. Current altitude is 25,000 Selge. I've just about breached the atmosphere.
Take a look at this. At the place we've been trapped this whole time.
There's no sign of the spangled night skies visible from the surface. Not even the sun, moon, or Septian planets. I know we called this beforehand, but you have to wonder where Adios went.
So that's all of Zemuria down there. Good thing it's actually real. If even that wound up being a lie, I might have lost it for real.
Video feed is back online. The rocket has made it to outer space in one piece. This marks a triumphant feat in human history. But how's Major Amelia holding up?
Land sakes alive. You gotta be kidding.
Young? What's going on?
This is well within the scope of our predictions. The world, by some contrivance or another, is closed away. That is but a tiny fragment of the many truths our mentor, Professor Hamilton, has been concealing from her students this entire time.
So that's what's beyond the canopy. The truth of the world. Could be that those other versions of us saw the same thing.
Ah, that reminds me. Miss Latoya provided me with a little something.
This is the lead Dingo was chasing? One beyond even Elysium's reach.
To everyone with a hand in Project Leviton, to the crew of Arkwright Solutions, and to all other players with access to this feed, instead of the fake footage being fed to the public. If our world, at the least, is no lie, then we just need to do the jobs we've been given. I'm sure you've all got your own takes on this, but for now, watch on till it's all said and done. Coordinate 0 located. Proceeding to the plan's final phase. Now, off we go, Excalibur. Let's force open the way to our future!
It seems Major Amelia is safe and sound. The first ever manned spaceflight is now underway. And with an extra surprise, we have an all-new assault frame.
This just in. That model has been officially designated the Excalibur. Curiosity abounds over its development, but for now, let's just bask in the sheer magic of this moment.
Son of a bitch. As if stuff wasn't batshit crazy enough.
It's astonishing how meticulously this was plotted. Right down to falsifying footage in real time.
Is it just me, or does its acceleration have more juice now than it did back when I was coaching her?
As it happens, Professor Cronkite made some adjustments to improve the output efficiency of its boosters yesterday.
Oh, of course, you two were already in the know.
So then, everything over here is for real?
If the sun and stars were never actually there, then what exactly have we been looking at, as much as I dread the thought? Could it be like the far ends of the ocean that borders our continent?
However far one travels across its waves, they never seem to end. To this day, the region defies scientific understanding.
If nothing else, we can rest assured that Zemuria itself does indeed exist.
Even then, wouldn't this mean that some force has been presenting us humans with a false sky since the start of recorded history? It was only once Hermes saw it with her own eyes that undoctored footage could finally be obtained.
That's about the size of it, yeah. And by the look of things, you're sticking to a strict no average Joe needs to know policy.
That goes without saying. Disclosing this would only plunge all of Calvert, all of mankind even, into panic.
In that sense, Professor Hamilton's painstaking discretion was, without a doubt, Also in humanity's interests. Nevertheless, I intend to inform the public in some way, shape, or form after our task is accomplished. That is to say, once this project succeeds in putting a god to the sword.
I've made it to a point 100 celled in front of coordinate 0. Distortion confirmed as predicted.
All sensor functions released. Initiating processing via Prometheus 4. Initiating synchronization with pilot via Zyphalink. Whether or not it exists, human eyes will decide. Hearing those words the first time left me baffled. But now, I get exactly what they meant. Nothing could make it any clearer than this.
Initializing final judgment process on concluding stages of Grand Reset Cycle 19,999. Human race confirmed to have achieved the technology to escape the atmosphere. Scanning compiled surface observation data and converting to scene value. Expediting activation of Grand Reset Cycle 20,000, originally scheduled for 1,080 hours from present. You estimate 45 minutes and 25 seconds. Interception sequence engaged.
Let the final phase of Project Leviathan commence! Our objective? Rendering Leguiarn's chest, the Septarian of Time, fully inoperable!
Yes, sir, Mr. President!
Final phase is a go. Excalibur AX. Begin attack on target. Launch Answerers 1 through 8. And order all air fleets and divisions to stand by. Hostiles are descending.
Right away,
Let me fight this, please.
Launching Independence Answerers 1 through 8.
Air fleets 1 through 5. Armored aviation divisions. Prepare for a high-altitude invasion.
Engaging target with full demi-answer volley.
All demi-answers met their marks. Target structure now partially exposed.
There it is.
Revealed at last.
Hold on a sec. Before we get to that silvery thing.
Those missiles just now. Were they nuclear weapons?
I was entreated to develop an execution sequence that would allow for their detonation without the Sword of Divine Darkness. The result? An implosive lens that is only triggerable in airless and weightless environments.
There couldn't have been a more ideal specification to complement our plans, time constraints notwithstanding. They cannot be used terrestrially, a fact with which we intend to assuage any misgivings from foreign nations.
The absolute gall.
You assholes been making those city-wiping bombs behind everyone's backs?
Moreover, I suspect the ones on that screen are of another class entirely.
They're nearly 10 times as large, with a payload of approximately 1,000 times the power. Per their request, a total of 24 were completed, all of which are expected to launch in succession as required.
Young? Damn it all! I knew something about the specs felt screwy.
Whatever it takes, right or wrong. That's their attitude in a nutshell.
Even so, it seems the adversary doesn't intend to go down without a fight.
They're after the Excalibur! And heading down to the surface, too?
This is the scenario we've been accounting for. The purpose behind the Zypher conformant control systems and assault frame simulations.
We'll be backing you up from here, so show us the fruits of all your training, Major.
No sweat. I'll buy just enough time for the rest of our swords to arrive. You, Qasim, and the Empire's heroes have been real troopers for me. Can't just let that debt go unpaid.
We're no longer at war with each other, we're at war with a god.
Cannon fire! Beat me! There!
Huh. Get a load of that.
What in the world?
This is a mock exercise zone. Evacuate to safety at once.
The endless sea of stars. It makes me feel like a comet. I can see all of Zemuria. A gift from the goddess herself.
Deploying wide-range shards! Look out! Amelia Horing's coming your way!
No way! I didn't think we were actually gonna do this.
To a frontier no one has seen before.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm like actually tearing up a little bit. Wow. The Excalibur, we got Quick Shot, Arc Slash, Expel Rain, Lightning Slash, Shining Burst, Glare Tempest, and that's it. Well, let's see one of all of them, guys. Wow, this is so cool. Let's try Expel Rain, Lightning Slash. I was like, let me fight this, but I didn't know, guys. I genuinely had no clue. Wow. This is so cool. Wow. I just want to like take this in. Like we've had mech combat. We had mech combat earlier in the game, but there's just something different about this. All right, we do have a shard command. Garuda Flight or Crimson Storm. Garuda Flight makes it so that way we go quicker. And then Crimson Storm is more damage, so we will Crimson Storm. And then what do we leave off on? We did Quick Shot, Arc Slash, Spell, Rain, and Lightning Slash. Let's do Shining Burst, Glare, Tempest. And that should be all of it. Because we have free casting, let's go Expel Rain again. And then I guess just Quick Shot. We'll hit the guy out there. Yep. There's Shining Burst. God, I hope we get to do an S-Craft. This might be like the best final fight of any Trails game. Truly. Okay, we're still in it. Go ahead and start speeding up now, because we've already seen all these attack already.
Guardians of the chest would be tough, but I don't want to waste time with you, small fry.
X is regen, so this is where we heal ourselves. I don't think we really need to do this. Let's go ahead and activate Garuda Flight so we go quicker. Yeah, I don't need to do that. We can just do the Glare Tempest again. Expel Rain. And then we'll go with a Lightning Slash here and a Shining Burst here. 349,000 total damage. $604,000 total damage. Okay, even more coming in. None of my guys got a turn, huh? That's unfortunate. Let's get in here. We'll go... I think probably Lightning Slash. Oh, I am out of CP, huh? Okay, then Glare Tempest for sure, and then Quick Shot. Quick Shot. We can just skip now. I know it's cool, but we have already seen it. I don't see if there's anything else to this fight. Don't get me wrong, this is insane. I think I'm fine for now. Let's go. Another Glare Tempest, Quick Shot, Expel Rain, and then just another Quick Shot, I guess. Did a good amount of damage, but we still have a few left over. My little turret guy should be able to clean it up. Only one left. We'll spam Quick Shot. We should be fine. Set the fight, man. That was so cool.
This is the Prometheus 4 Control Hollow. Answerers 1 through 8 are breaching the atmosphere and arriving in sequence. Guiding Answerers 1 and 2 toward Coordinate 0 with protective fields deployed.
Good, and do it full throttle. Answerers, direct hit! Continuing with lock-on guidance! About time we saw humanity's shackles for what they are!
Septarian of Time, Lagarn's chest.
Unexpected large-scale thermonuclear attack confirmed. Damage rate 1.12%. Increasing city value. 23 minutes and 55 seconds to grand reset. Interception sequence.
One of the goddess's 7 treasures. The Septerian which governs time. Lekyarn's chest.
I'd call it more of a box, but sure.
Lekyarn. So that's the Septarian he was talking about earlier.
The same as those that arose in Liberl, Crossbell, and Erebonia.
Indeed. Except this one is far more enigmatic. To the point where even the church had drawn a veil over its name. For many long years. As with the devils written about in the Book of Ezer, the sole mention you will find of it lies in a volume of the Apocrypha, the hidden book of Arict.
And it's stated there that the only weapon that can destroy the chest, cradle and prison of humanity, is a blade by the name of Levitin.
Therein lies the connection.
They're actually working.
Though, by the same token, even the force of 1,000 nuclear devices as we've known them can't take it down in a single shot.
So this is how you aim to kill a god. Through swords forged by human wisdom.
Correct. A brazen claim to make, yes. We may just manage to pull it off.
Answerers 7 and 8, locked on. This'll end it. Now go under!
All sensors restored. Beginning analysis. Marduk Risk Management AI Assessment. Lekyarn, the Septarian of Time, fully inoperable. Project Levitin. Mission complete.
So we did it. But the problem is I have
Eat that!
the Septarians always have a guardian. They always have.
We can face tomorrow the way we ought to.
Who is this guardian?
Well done, Amelia.
I actually have theories that it might be Mare or Van with the Grendel. Or even the Grandmaster of the Ouroboros, but I think it might be Mare.
At last. It's finished. With this, Agnes, Sophie, and Lilia.
Hermes! Look out!
Wait, that's the Septarian of Steel. Oh my god, I just got chills. Yeah, Reen and Crow. Ishmelga? Is that what they're gonna call it? But that's the Septarian of Steel, man.
No, on your right.
But we destroyed that back in Cold Steel. That shouldn't exist anymore. That's the whole reason Valimar and them sacrificed themselves.
What is that thing?
Zoa Gilstein.
No. Merely a look-alike.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, just use a different name.
Error raised in Marduk's risk management AI. Anomalies detected in extended observation devices. Failure to remove immediately may result in...
Interception complete. Resuming processing. 15 minutes and 2 seconds to grand reset.
Don't falter! Pinpoint the Excalibur, quickly!
It's no use. We lost track the moment it re-entered the atmosphere.
In addition, all those mobile weapons that came down are suddenly on the retreat!
So the day is saved?
Nothing is saved. They just don't have to bother with us anymore.
Our accuracy plummets without the Excalibur, but we have no other choice. Commence secondary assault! Fire Answerers 9 through 24!
Not even nuclear weapons could get rid of this man.
Was that the same machine that was behind the Retributive Tower incident?
No. The shape's different. But it still feels exactly like the real deal.
Major Amelia. One moment of weakness was all it took.
But the direction she's falling...
It's to the northwest, over by...
And so the curtain falls.
Nadia! Shit! We'll have to bank on our stigmas!
What happened? Was that whole thing just some hallucination?
Sadly, I do believe this is reality.
Yet at the same time, a great deal more outlandish than any dream.
When did...
Is this not the statue that once stood on the outskirts of Cray?
Hold on.
Even after being melted into a single mass, there's no mistaking the frame.
Does that mean they brought Amelia back in time from that moment to become the statue in Cray that was removed 10 years ago by Kevin? Oh my god.
It bears a striking resemblance to the assault frame, Excalibur.
This is the same thing we recovered 10 years ago. All this time, that's what it really was?
Yes. It, along with myriad artifacts, are evidence this current loop has already failed. What happens now is up to her.
Oh. Have they been in a different loop this whole time?
Prepare to fire the next round of answers!
Stand firm till the end!
Why? Marduk's AI should have been infallible. Anomalies in the extended observation devices. It couldn't be!
So it would seem. I am afraid we have been thoroughly outfoxed.
What the? They're slipping in and out of existence?
Kincaid, are you responsible?
Yes. The originals, you see,
What?
are needed for our insurance.
Kincaid, what did you do?
Before you assume otherwise, I wasn't aiming for failure. As a matter of fact, the genuine articles are indeed here. The only caveat being that I had placed them in a state of superposition, both existent and non-existent at once.
A swap out? No. You rigged this in advance?
Renee, of all the rat bastard. Our contract still stands. Arrest him.
Got it.
Roger that.
Renee! They restrained him so quickly.
No. Fall back!
I am the beast that brings forth the White Dawn.
Renee! You...
But how?
Go time, Mare!
You got it, Van!
Dawn bringing white armored demon. The Grendel Shaddai.
The third armored beast, supplanter of Saga and bringer of dawn. Now, allow me to give you a taste of Grendel Shaddai's power.
Save your breath!
Be careful. Everything about him is abnormal.
His spiritual force rivals, no, well exceeds that of the vestiges.
Redirecting risk management AI resources. Support shards at full bore.
Renee, you're gonna come clean, you hear me? About all the shit you've been hiding from us up till now. And exactly how you're stopping that countdown! Ever the naive idealist, Van.
Fight against Grendel Shaddai will involve the entire party. Preparing all characters as fully as possible is advised. Please select the members who will participate in the first half of the battle. The latter half will consist of Van and any characters left in reserve. So, this is basically a half-and-half fight. I recommend you split up your best characters between the two. On top of that, it looks like Cossum will be joining us. Oh. Looks like Agnes will be joining us as well. I think our best lineup is probably going to be to throw Elaine in here. Erin will swap out for Judith. And Rosette. I think this is a good starting lineup. Then we have, I think this squad should be the more than capable. Let's do it, guys. Commence the final battle. Wow. I don't know what Kincaid's up to. But this isn't good. Here we go. What do you mean by your duty? I haven't got a turn yet.
Here to help.
What does he mean by his duty? Alright, let's go. President Glow. And then we have to get rid of this. So let's go Shield Surge and attack. Now, I haven't shown really off what I was going to be doing with Rosette. Rosette has this insane thing called Cobalt Curtain, which is going to essentially make me invincible. Then we're going to go Grimcat, turning us into the Grimcat form. Now we're just going to beat this guy up. And then we can Shield Surge just to be safe. This is a brutal fight. I mean, you're going to be doing almost all your damage with Van in his Grendel form. And on top of that, he essentially is in Grendel the entire time. So, yeah, just do like this, this, and this. And you just want to make it so that way Van does the most damage while keeping stuff like Cobalt Curtain up with Rosette. Because it really does make a huge difference. Let's go attack. No, we don't need to attack Surge yet. We will Shield Surge again. Then I guess just normal attacks. And then Rosette. Again, the entire purpose of Rosette is Cobalt Curtain. We probably don't need to use it just yet. But we will just want to make sure we keep that Cobalt Curtain up. These are also strategies for if you do decide to do a Nightmare run. Cobalt Curtain is the best skill in Nightmare runs because you essentially just can't die.
Bring forth the white dawn. That almost sounds like...
You think we're just gonna take that answer line down?
I'm both a bracer.
Can I get a turn?
Don't you dare underestimate me.
Thank you. Thanks for the turn, finally. Here we go. We are, in fact, a bracer. Or she's a bracer. They're childhood friends, though. She makes a good point. Like, why is he doing this? Let's go Resonant Glow. And an attack. And then as long as before Rosette goes, we get a Shield Surge up, followed by a Cobalt Curtain, then we're, like, super fine. This is going to be the strategy we use this entire fight, pretty much. As long as we do it correctly, we should win with very little issues. We'll go ahead and just do a normal attack. We got to get him down to about 50 HP. I don't need a Cobalt Curtain again, so we're actually going to take the time to do some normal attacks here. There we go. We do get him in the EX chain range. The other one's getting in like 10 minutes.
Everything was decided the moment the sword failed to slay its
and then let's go Howling Roar, Limited Blaster. That's an EX chain with Grimcat.
Wherever she and Grammy made off to.
And then Shield Surge. So is he working with Dominique? Is that what's being implied here? I think so. And then we will Shield Surge and do another Resonant Glow. And she gets to go again, which is awesome. That's fine. Okay, well, here we go. I don't think there's any way he makes it past this, so I think just normal attacks, honestly, will be fine. I think he'll die regardless. Okay, this is Death Break. I believe this shifts us into the second phase of the fight.
Witness but a fragment of my might.
I just don't get it. Like, what is he? What are these Grendels? Why is he doing this? None of this makes any sense. Oh, no. Maybe we have to full kill him because we are not done yet, huh? Well, in that case, let's Resonant Glow. Then attack again. And then Rosette. Cobalt Curtain. And then Van. Let's go True Radiant Sunray. Punch, punch, punch. Probably should have done an attack surge there, but that's fine. And then with Grimcat, let's go normal attack. And then we can Shield Surge. And then honestly, I think I want a Grim Knight Rouge. Get some big damage in there. I didn't want to skip that. Dang, that's okay. Okay, let's go. Probably just Resonant Glow. And then we don't need another Cobalt. She has no other purpose. We'll Cobalt Curtain. And then Shield Surge. And attack. Okay, that's fine. We're actually going to... No, we're just going to Shield Surge. I was going to attack Surge there, but there's no reason to. We're just going to do all punches. I don't know if the second phase is an immediate second phase or if I'm going to get my HP back. Or CP. So, Cobalt Curtain. And then 1, We got the True Radiant Sunray ready, man. Let's do it. Is this? He got stunned. Is it enough? Well, it will be with Grimcat, won't it? There we go. Okay. Did he just take us to space?
That's how it goes.
Level 74.
I will always strive.
What'd you expect?
This place. So you shifted us? This false world nears a new end, and beyond it, a new beginning. Man may not have been able to fell God, but a new dawn will come nonetheless.
Oh. Is he the god after Dawn spoke of? Oh boy, oh boy. I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. Oh boy. Well, this is cool. I don't know what any of this implies, though. Like, is he what Altered Dawn's been trying to worship this whole time? Does that mean she, Hamilton doesn't want to stop the rocket launch and instead wants the rocket launch to happen? But like, I don't know. Like, do they want it to happen? But oh, I guess that was the. Yeah.
After all that bluster.
I think they want it to happen, but they want it to shift so it doesn't reset.
Just figured you could use a little freebie.
Hey, here we go. Oh boy, he hits hard. Good thing we heal slowly. I don't think this is a fight you're meant to lose, because you do slowly heal. Get that ZOC.
How are you still moving?
Good thing we're the better Grindel. We've used his powers for longer, baby. Okay, there we go.
Payback time. Take this!
You're back. Doesn't look like things are over just yet, though.
Stand up, Van. Stay true to yourself in the face of fate.
Why do I not have Grindel?
Not just for you, but for all of us.
Why do I have to bear the nightmare again?
That's not for you to decide. Now let's close this finale.
Let's do this, shall we? Attack Surge. Van. Let's do it. Rapid onslaughts. He gets his S break. It's the same one again. Ow.
Unwise decision.
Well, Costume's here, and Costume's a monster. So let's use the Comsin, and then let's use Scythe of Solomon. And then here's where we get into a little bit of an issue. Let's go Spirit Unification. And let's attack once. I mean, this is by far my best team. It's not even close. But I don't have a shield surge, so it looks like we have to Mirage Guard. And then we're just going to do Cetus Phantasmos. The good thing is, Costume's here. Costume's an absolute beast. So that's why I'm like, I probably shouldn't be as worried because of how good Costume is. But this is the other problem, is I'm worried about him doing this, because he takes no damage, so we essentially have to just Speed Surge. Cetus Phantasma. We can get an attack with Shizuna there. The Cetus Phantasma lands. We get a stun, which is great. With Qasim, actually, I think I want a Nil Moon Gleam. And then with Qasim, let's get an EX. I can't EX chain, man. That sucks. Okay, just attack with Qasim. And then can I EX chain with... yeah, we'll just do it. I know it's a waste. I should be doing Cetus Phantasma, but let's do that. And then... let's go... like that. Okay, he's Zero Sing, which I'm a little concerned about. I don't want to have to rely on... okay, good. I didn't want to have to rely on her again. Do one attack here. Because what we want to do is we want to use our Bear the Nightmare again. Use the Grendel once more. I guess I'll attack Surge here. No, do I get a little bit of HP from Speed Surge. Rapid Onslaught. 1-2. True Radiant Sunray. Okay, we're doing good damage. Shoot, dude. He really did that again. Okay, Cetus Phantasma, because she won't cast immediately. Then we can Speed Surge again. I still have that up, so let's go ahead and do a normal attack. There's another S-Break coming in. Kind of sucks. Okay, Ren is still here. There's 100% evasion from everything but exactly what we got hit by. I want a Mirage Guard, but we're going to hold off on Mirage Guarding until Van's turn. So let's go one attack. Oh, he got another S-Break. I should have Mirage Guarded already, dude. Yeah, because that drops Van. That's a problem. That really sucks. I'm actually going to burn my Celestial Bomb and hit... huh. Where's Van? Why is he not here? Well, Mirage Guard. Spirit Unification. And attack. And then Nil Moon Gleam. And then attack. I don't know where Van went. Like, can I not revive him? Is that a scripted thing, or... I'm glad I have this Mirage Guard up, holy. Okay, that's fine. We got our Mirage Guard back up with Qasim. I wanted to use his ability there, but unfortunately we're going to have to use Thompson. And then we will attack with Shizuna. I'm so glad Shizuna's an absolute truck. Let's attack again. Shizuna's literally a freight train, man. This is ridiculous. Let's see. Qasim, can you finish this off? Yes, he can. And that is the final fight of the game. You get an achievement for completely filling up the notebook once you've beat him.
Changes the higher I get.
I'm simply following.
Let's enjoy the end of the game, shall we, guys?
Have you now, Renee?
Yep. Check and mate.
Rapid disarmament underway.
No. It's a trap!
Bastard! That power just now. We misjudged. He transcends the shackles of time itself.
I get it. You pulled together multiple other selves from slightly different futures.
Deduced at first sight. Still, as astonishing as that may be. 5 minutes to grand reset. I'm afraid it is time to take my leave. Do excuse me, Mr. President. These past 3 years were a most enriching experience. My condolences on what will become of your daughter, but know that it is entirely by her choice.
Hold on here. Don't tell me that you... No. That Agnes saw all this coming?
You should at least take the opportunity to give her your parting words. Till then...
Mr. Kincaid.
Took you long enough.
How did I never notice these before?
Are you certain about this, young lady?
Yes. I'm all prepped and ready.
Latoya, your work is about to pay off.
Calling in from Cray Hills, is she?
This is the result of your efforts as well, Dominique Kincaid. As for Agnes, you're fully aware of what this procedure entails? Your great-grandfather, Professor Epstein, provided this world with a failsafe for which there is no substitute. However, its primary function can only be performed by way of a certain factor that has been passed down to you from your mother. AD and those who call themselves vestiges serve as portents. They are beings who were never meant to appear in this age, proof that Zemuria's current space-time continuum has begun to fluctuate. Even so, there is a high probability that your father's plan to drive a blade into the heavens will end up proving a success. If that happens, all my tricks and schemes will end up pointless, and there will be no need for Professor Epstein's failsafe. And you, dear girl, will be spared from having to follow in the footsteps of Lilia and Sophie. Agnes, if I can make only one request, it's that you choose for the sake of what matters most to you, above all else.
Yes. Consider it done. I was touched by the truth about my mother and grandmother, by everything it meant to them. And today, the hopes they so dearly inherited have been placed in my care. I can't honestly say it's sunken in. The idea of doing this for the good of Zemuria's future, but doing it for the sake of those we love and cherish. That's a motivation I think every one of us shares.
Thank you. Truly.
I see that your mind is made up.
Another set of heart-stopping scenes this go-around, wasn't it?
Campanella, why are you here too?
The church and the snakes. I'll warn you up front. Do not interfere.
Now. They've done little but sit on their hands and watch so far.
Indeed. Agnes, I have nothing but the utmost respect for your decision. The verdict against you, however, Latoya Hamilton, will not be overturned.
As is only natural.
Nina. Professor.
Well, for us, this is the part where the third phase really kicks into gear. Though I have to say, the build-up to the climax has never been quite so explosive.
Moreover, my obligations to the Professor were met. Since this also aligns with the Grand Master's hopes, let us observe in full the extent of man's potential.
My word. I'm loath to leave a similar impression to your ilk, but so it goes. The presidential aide pulled quite a fast one. Although, I suppose I'm not one to talk.
Quite so. In light of your own secret correspondence with the Professor.
Something to do with Professor Epstein's place of origin, was it?
Yes. He sought permission to be here in the event that these circumstances came to pass.
3 minutes to Grand Reset.
Hacking of Grand Reset via Oct Genesis embedded in Trion Tower initiated. Compatible successor. Type Claudel. Please release Tuner Diva mode.
Right.
What's that light?
It feels warm, in a way, yet somehow sad at the same time. Even so, we have to keep on climbing. Isn't that right, Yume?
Yeah! I just know Agnes is up there!
I see. That's Mare. Mare took control of her body again, huh? But Mare's eyes aren't... Are they pink? I thought they were blue. But I think that's what it looked like when Mare took control of her body in Daybreak 1.
Stop this, Agnes!
Dad.
Locating us posed little issue, I trust.
How many times do I have to tell you? You don't need to bear this burden! Think of when your mother did. Are you really going to go down the same path as her?
It isn't the same at all. So don't fret. Of course, I'm only ever making you fret. But please, let me shoulder just a bit of the weight.
Hey, what's the big idea here?
Van, Fairy, everyone.
And yes, no! Whatever you're about to do, I'm against it all the way!
You love-struck dumbass! One rejection and this is how you take it? Just double down on seducing the old fart every day till you finally win him over!
You're seriously going there? It's true though, Agnes. Like it or not, he can't brush you off forever. And also, what the heck are you doing here, Nina?
More to the point, as co-workers and comrades, we cannot simply cast you aside.
That's right. You comforted me during my own similar struggles, remember? And Gran! Just what are you trying to accomplish here?
Even if it's for the sake of humanity's future, will you truly impose this in full on one girl?
It's a shame, Judith. I really did hope to tell you properly.
I managed to patch the others in. Agnes, you need to think this over.
Yeah, seriously, Aggie. Anyone can until you're about to do something crazy! Does it involve changing your entire being? Like when I was turned into Carmine Altera?
Except in this case, it'd be irreversible, wouldn't it?
Please reconsider, Agnes. There must be another way. There has to be.
This isn't like you, Agnes. Think about all the hardships you've overcome with them up till now.
True enough. Arkwright Solutions just wouldn't be the same without you around.
1 minute to grand reset.
Thank you. But I'm sorry. To Fairy. To Katja. To Nadia. Swin. And Lapis. I can't apologize enough. To Van and Ren. To Aaron. Rosette. And Judith. And to Elaine. Bearguard. And Shizuna as well. For all the worry I've caused by keeping this to myself. I really am a rotten employee through and through. You're just going to have to fire me over it.
Sacking employees is something for the boss to decide. You don't get a say. And don't think I haven't realized why you came to me in your school uniform 2 days back. It was on purpose to make you easier to turn down, so that nothing could stop you from biting this bullet.
Guilty as charged. Turns out, I really have gotten sneakier.
Grand reset in T-minus 30 seconds. 29.
Enough is enough! Just give this crap a rest, damn it!
26. 25. 24. 23. 22. 21. 20.
Is this the heavens' turn?
Indeed. The inescapable fate of the world once steel has been subjugated. Settle accounts with the Black God and find the Tachi within you.
Dear, oh dear. Would that this could have ended as merely a dream. Alas, there is nothing for it. Only our regrets to redress.
Forgive us for placing this burden upon you all anew.
Legend of Heroes Trails Beyond the Horizon. This is it.
So pretty.
Grand reset. Activate. Regressing space-time to aftermath of Great Collapse. Set to time of year 0.
Executing short-term save and limited regression of Zemurian space-time.
What is that? Huh?
So, are Mare and Agnes the same person? Oh my gosh, dude. What an amazing game. I mean, truly just... Can I say anything but amazing? This... Oh, gosh. It opens up so many questions. So if Agnes... So here's the thing. The game is never just going to end off, you know? Like, when they decide to end the series, it will... the questions will be answered, you know? Things like who Mare is, what all those things they're saying when they whisper stuff is, who all the vestiges are, all that'll be answered before the game series ends. So, like, I know for a fact that this, while this would have been an insane ending to the series, and then you just know that the series is a time loop, I think that would have been cool. But the thing is, and the thing that gets me is, Agnes right there at the end said, activating limited time reset, which implies that both her mom and her grandma did something similar, and might have only rewound time by, like, a day. So my theory here, because we already know, Hamilton said that we knew that we lost because Amelia Haring had already turned into the rock. So my assumption is what happens is the reset goes off, but then Agnes's mom and grandma before her rewound it to, like, let's say that the reset still happens, but they placed everybody that still existed where that reset would have happened. So, for example, Agnes's mom passed away 6 years ago. I think we know that for a fact, 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, which would have been roughly the time of Trails in the Sky, I believe, this would have happened already. This is just a theory, completely theories, because we obviously don't have any answers yet. And so, at that time, when her mom sacrificed herself to do the same thing, essentially another loop happened, but it didn't impact the world at all. So therefore, they bought themselves more time with the grand reset in another reset while keeping everything the exact same. No one died, none of that stuff. The thing is, right there at the end, Van and them, well, I want to be very clear. Everybody disappeared, but we didn't see Van disappear. We saw his eyes turn blue, like Grendel. That's another big question, is what is the Grendel? And like I said, there will for sure be a... I would be shocked if they decide to move on to another arc in the series without finishing up this one. It's not out of the question, but I would be shocked. An amazing game, guys. Usually I go over what I like, what I don't like. The only thing I really didn't like was I wish Kevin and Reen would have got more screen time. That truly was my biggest complaint. And, like, I wish they would have split it up more evenly between Van, Kevin, and Reen. But, like, wow. What an amazing entry to the series. And it leaves you with so many questions. Like, when the next game picks up, where's it going to pick up? Like, did Agnes sacrifice herself and we're picking up, like, right where this left off, but no Agnes? Are we going to... Because they're never going to make us replay the events again. You might replay from a different perspective, but yeah, right there is Van witnessing everything. All the way back to where he first met Agnes. But Agnes is no longer there. Wow. I mean, there's so many theories, guys, that I could theory craft.
Someday, sometime, it will all come back for you.
To be continued in Van's final episode. Yep. Okay, so there will be one more that picks up this story, because we see there that Van will have another game dedicated to him and the Calvard team. Wow. And you get an achievement for completing the game. Of course, just like always, guys, make sure you throw down like 1 or 2 cleared save files. This is for when the next game comes out. Let's return to the title screen. Gosh. I mean, it's just so many questions, guys, and unfortunately, we'll never get it. If you want to, you can run a new game plus save file. You'll essentially restart the game, but you can keep all your levels and pretty much everything you got from your first game and just bring it over into a second playthrough. You can change the difficulty, such as going to nightmare mode, all that good stuff. But yeah, I really like this game. You guys have heard me say before in this series, at the very beginning of this series, the Trails series has quickly grown to be, I wouldn't say my favorite RPG series of all time is Kingdom Hearts, but it is definitely like, it's my number 2. It's not even close. If Kingdom Hearts didn't exist, or if it was in a void, this would be number 1, no question. I truly loved the ending of this game. I think a lot of people fell off this game early because some people didn't like the writing of it. But I think especially the ending of this game, it knocked it out of the park for me, guys. And I have so many questions, and we're never going to get an answer to it. And for the first time in Trails history, this has never happened before. English, this is 20 years in the making, I believe. I believe the first one came out in 2006. I'm curious what this is. Let's watch this one more time while I'm just talking here. I believe the first game came out in 2006, and for the first time ever, we are fully caught up, Western audiences, to the Japanese releases. There has never been a time where we've had no games to look forward to, until right now. So this is, it's weird. I picked up playing Trails. I've said it before. I picked up playing Trails about 1.5 years ago, played them all, and when I finished them, I started this channel. When I got caught up, I started this channel. So, to be fully caught up with Eastern audiences, Japanese audiences, it's just like, it's mind-blowing to think I have nothing to look forward to. Like, well, sure, look forward to the next game, but we know nothing about what's coming next. We know that we're getting Trails in the Sky Remake 2, or Trails in the Sky Second Chapter Remake this fall, coming out worldwide at the same time. And then past that, we have no clue. Are they going to give us the next Trails game first, or are they going to give us Trails in the Sky the third remake first? I have no clue what we're going to be getting next, but man. So good, guys. Look at this. Trails Beyond the Horizon. It's honestly weird. I feel like they should have named the next game Trails Beyond the Horizon, since that will be Beyond the Horizon. But maybe they call it Trails Beyond the Horizon 2? I don't think so. I think it's going to get a brand new title. But guys, with that, thank you so much for watching my Let's Play of Trails Beyond the Horizon. I hope you guys will join me for the next Let's Play. I will see you guys then.